Man, that is some good stretching. Well, welcome, family. I want to thank you guys for joining me again. As you can see, I'm continuing on my workout. Consistency is one of the key to success. But there was something I was thinking about that I want to share with you. Have you ever searched on YouTube for some information that you want that will help you to do some things, or a thing that you was working on that you need some information that will help you to make it easier and quicker to get to what you was doing, or to get what you was doing, to get it done in a timely manner. And I have done it so many times. And I thank God for those people who was kind enough to record it and put it out there. And it helps me to finish up what I was working on quickly and a lot easier. But as I was searching for those information, or for that information, for what I was working on, I came across so many different videos. I've seen some that said, hey, I can teach you how to make $1,000 in a day. Hey, I can teach you how to make $10,000 in a day. Hey, I can teach you how to make $100,000. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, the Bible talks about wise counseling, wise advice. I would love to know how to do that myself, but there was a piece that is missing. Now, I have a nephew. He have a group that they trading, and I have attended that group before. And one thing I know that they do is they teach those who are in the group to get a hold of their emotion, how to keep their emotion in check while they are trading. Now, hold on to that, because we're going to come back to that. Now, as I begin to review those videos, I noticed that there was something that is missing. I noticed that there's something that is missing. And as I begin to look at those videos, I begin to understand the fact that anybody can make that kind of money. If you put your mind to it, you can make that money. There's nothing wrong with making that kind of money. I mean, there's wealth all over the place. There's enough for all of us. But the thing is, going back to what my nephew said, or what they was doing, their emotions. You have to have your emotions in check, because there will be times when things might be up, and there will be times when things might be down. There might be times when things just going along, just floating along. So you have to know how to keep your emotion in check, so that you are not working on your emotion and begin to make a whole lot of mistakes. Now, I believe that when a man when he wants to enter into that phase of life, when he wants to enter into that place of abundance, one thing that I saw that was missing in those videos is the mindset. You got to renew your mind. I believe when you renew your mind, it would help you to put things in perspective. Like they said, it's like you're not putting the cart before the horse. To me, just jump in to make the money. Yeah, I know how to make the money. It's like putting the cart before the horse. You got the money, but you don't know how. Do you know how to handle it? Do you know how to reinvest it? Do you know how to spread it around? As they say, give and it shall be given unto you. Do you know how to sow? Do you know how to manage it properly? I'm speaking from experience, because I was there. I'm going to tell you this story. There was a time when before I transitioned into my own company, I was working for another company, and I had money in my retirement. And as I began to transition into my own company, I had to take that money out of the retirement that there was matching dollar for dollar. And I had to take it out now, and then I have to reinvest it for myself. I had to handle it for myself. Whether I put it into a Roth IRA or something, wherever I put it, I have to take it out from that company and reinvest it or do something with it. It couldn't stay there while I have my own company. That's the way they had it set up. So I took it out. I didn't know how to manage money. I didn't know what to do with it. That was before I met my wife and get married. Now, I didn't know what to do with it. And lo and behold, the relationship that I was in, neither one of us knew how to do it, and it was gone. It was over $13,000 was gone just like that. And I'm not blaming anyone. I was like Nelson Mandela said, I don't lose, I learn. I've learned. And now with my renewed mindset, I understand I can replenish. Now going back to the renewed mind, going back to the cart before the horse, When the mind is renewed, you will understand that you can replenish. As the Bible says, it is God who give us the power to get wealth. We have the power. It's inside of us. We can replenish. We can get more. We can give. The more we give, the more we get back. Now, there was a story one time in the news about this young man on Robin Hood who was investing also. And he thought that he lost all his money. There was a glitch somewhere in the system. And he ended up, I believe, committing suicide. But when they checked out the whole entire story, he still had a couple of $1,000s in his account. And he was a very good trader. He was really good. The young guy was very good at what he do. And it would have been so easy for him if he had his emotions in check to go back and take what he had and reinvest it and even make more money than what he had before. But you see, when we don't have our emotion, or when we allow our emotion to get the best of us, when our mind is not being renewed, we can go either way. We can swear either way, and sometimes it's not going to be in a position where you want to be, and it might not be in a nice position, I should say, favorably to you. See, with the renewed mind, you now begin to understand, look, God, the creator of the universe, the source of everything, has given me the power to get wealth. So if I put $100 in, if I put $500 in, it's because I know, hey, this is nothing to me right now. Not that money doesn't have the value. It's just that I can't afford to do that. And if I lost that $500, I can replenish. I can go back. I can, replenish it by investing more. The wealth is there. It will come. It will come to you. But if you don't understand how to get it, or if you don't understand what to do with it, or if your mind is not being renewed, your emotions can get the best of you. Even when you begin to win, you probably win a few times, and you think, well, man, I'm on the streak. My luck is good, and you start to go on luck and understand that luck doesn't have anything to do with it. And then next thing you know, you hit a spot where it drops. And because you are not riding on that emotion, you stop. But remember now, if you continue, you could replenish that. It's just like going to a casino where you've seen where people playing the machine and playing the machine, and they feel like they're not winning, and they stop, and someone just come up and put a quarter in there, bam, everything came out. So you have to know how to keep your emotion in check. And that comes from a renewed mind. When your mind is being renewed, it helps you to keep your emotions in check. It helps you not to go on emotion to the point where because you lose $200 or $300, you're going to kill yourself. Because you lose $200 or $300, you're going to blame the one who is helping you or who is teaching you. Because you lose $500, $600, you feel like your luck has just run out. A renewed mind will help you to change your thinking. It will help you to change the way you see things. It will help you to understand that, as the scripture said, it is God, the creator of the universe, the universal one, the infinite one who has given you the power to get wealth. You have the wisdom and knowledge of God. You have the ideas that will help you, that you can use to replenish and get even more. You now become bold. You're not afraid. As it said, give and it shall be given to you. What you sow is what you're going to reap. So you continue to sow, and as you sow, you continue to reap. But if your mind is not being renewed, you will allow the emotions to get the best of you, to the point that because you've lost something, you're just going to end it all. You got to keep your emotion in check. And that's why I applaud my nephew, because they are teaching you, first of all, you got to get your emotions in check. You cannot trade an emotion. You cannot do things on emotion. It's the same thing like in your relationship. You can't go and you can't start acting out because of what has been said. Sometimes you got to understand, wait a minute, I think it was me. I probably took that out of context. The way I heard that, it wasn't the way it was said, and I react to it the wrong way. So when you bring your emotion in check to the point where even when someone says something, you're not going to get upset, or you're not going to allow that to put a damper on your day. Even when your car broke down, when you have to go to work, or you have to go to an appointment, you're not going to allow that to steal your joy, because your mind has now been renewed to understand that if God is for you, who can be against you? And God is the one who gave you the power to get wealth. It is already there, giving you everything pertaining to life and godliness. Is there for you to manifest that into your life. Ask and it shall be given. When you keep knocking, the door going to open to you. You're going to be led to the right door if you trust in him with all your heart. So it's up to you to allow yourself to be in that place, but it takes a renewed mind. When you renew your mind, it changes your thinking and it will change your lifestyle 100%. I'm telling you, I've been there, I've done it, and I've seen how it changed my life. That's why I will preach this until I make my transition. I go on, I leave this earth. That when you change the way you think, you change the way you see people, you change the way you see things. Let me tell you something. There was a time when if my truck broke down, or if one of our car broke down, or anything like that, I get sad. It's like I've lost so much. I didn't know. I was just acting on my emotion. I was just going on what I know. But now that I know that car broken down, that truck breaking down, doesn't mean that that's the end of my life. And it doesn't mean that I can't acquire wealth in some different way or some different how. But it takes a renewed mind to understand that the only person who can stop you is you yourself, because God has already given you the power to get wealth. And what you do with it, how you use it, it's up to you, because he's not going to force you, just like everything else. You got to come to the well and drink. It's up to you. Again, this is Nelson. I love you guys. Hey, you could go, if you want to know more about the renewed mind, check us out at NelsonRobertsonSenior.com, or even follow us on YouTube and Facebook. I will put all the links down in the description so you can check it out. Go there and check it out. Share it with others. Hey, I love life and I love what I'm doing. That's what I'm here. I love what Jim Rohn said. Appearance is important. What's inside is also on the outside. I want to be healthy. I want to have a beloved. I wish that all that you prosper, be in good health, even as your soul prosper. I want a prosperous and healthy soul. So I want a prosperous and healthy body, life, everything around me. So again, I love you guys. Peace. Until next time, go exercise. Even if you go for a walk for 5 minutes, it would help your heart. It would help you get stronger. Whatever you do, God will bless your efforts. So until next time, a renewed mind will change the way you think, and it will change your lifestyle. Guarantee. You can bet your last money on it. That's Soul Train. Until next time, peace. We out.